bokeh photos.
Okay, so let's start. This is our main image and we want a free color edit for that. So how to do it? I would go with, for example, you can go with gradient map. And this is something like that. Reds are the highlights, midtones are green, and blue are the shadows. As you can see everything here on the image. What can we do? We can use first some blending mode. I would go with soft light and just lower down the opacity for starters. And as you can see, everything is a little bit green already visible, but let's keep it as this. Now, what do we want to change? I want to change this green tint. So I click here on the green, on the color wheel, and I can change this to whatever I please. So let's go with orange, classic, highlights. Let's go with yellow, for example. And for the shadows, let's try what will look the best. Actually, green looks kinda cool. It does give a little bit very retro vibe from the 80s. And pretty much this is it. This is how you can use the gradient map. I've already talked about this in some previous episodes, but just wanted to answer a question about free colors, how you can edit or how you can add tint to highlights, shadows, and midtones. And this is how we can do it. There's another way. Let's remove the gradient map, and from the adjustment tools, HSL adjustment layer, meaning hue, saturation, and luminosity. And for example, for this, we can, for example, desaturate reds or add reds. Let's keep it as this. Yellows. I want to keep those yellows, as this maybe add a little bit saturation so it will pop. And let's try to remove a little bit of blue. It's purple color, let's desaturate everything, because this is also the sky. Let's desaturate this, just for the sake of argument. And free colors, right? So I would go with blue, red, and green. This we can pump up. Yellow. We can of course change this a little bit if we want. This is a bit too yellow. Okay, this is okay. Green. Let's see what we can do with green. Green is only those parts here, but let's make this a little bit wider, so more green color will be affected by the saturation slider. And now all of those curtains are actually being lifted with the color. And I would go with this. And there you have it. Free color edit. Green, red, orange, and yellow. And there you have it. It's simple as that. Don't be afraid, play with those sliders. So in Lightroom, for example, something like that, you have the HSL here, the panel, on the right. And you can see how everything affects the image. And for example, let's desaturate everything and try to make a free color edit by just using free colors across the image. So we start with the black and white, for example. This is just one of the techniques you can do to have fun. And yellows. And as you can see, we also have some greens. Let's obviously add the purple. And for instance, there you have it. You have everything you need in the image, but it's very faint. It's very faded. It's washed out. It's no good. I would add definitely that orange. Pump up the luminosity maybe, so it will be as saturated as possible. We can of course use this orange and go even further towards red, for example, by using the hue. So we can change the hue for the given color. Of course, in Lightroom we can change the orange only that much, as you can see here. In Affinity we can change this however we want to all the colors of the rainbow, so it's a little bit more powerful, definitely. But that's the gist. Use the HSL adjustment. If you want to learn how to color grade, use 3 colors edit, 4 colors edit, whatever you want. Just try to play with the saturation sliders. Leave the most vibrant colors that there are. HSL panel here. You can flip all the colors you want. It's not as powerful as in Affinity, but it's very nice, and you can fine-tune those colors to something like that, for example. And this is the before, and this is the after. Obviously, you will say that this is fake. Okay, I agree, the colors are not as it were in reality, but nobody cares for starters, and this is how you can learn to really dial in the color so it will be as real as possible, or just simply have fun, create something new. And there you have it. Thanks for tuning in. If you have any questions, hit me up in the comment sections, and bye for now.